What's good, everybody? Glory be to God. Welcome back. My name is Raul. This is Lifted Noise. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video. You know, I was out for a while, and I want to return and get back to where I left off. And I was intending to make a video, or at least a few videos, like a little short series on what I think would make the MPC better as far as features, because we've been seeing the MPC filled and packed with all kinds of stuff that really make it a complete standalone unit. And I was just trying to get to the point that making this do everything isn't necessarily what makes it great, but there are some things that can make it great, which is improving what's already the MPC is known for is a really good workflow, a great sequencer, sampling capabilities. But if we're going to look at some of the features that it has, such as expansions, key groups, the ability to create, compose your own stuff, I think that could be really improved if we added in something to the effect of like an expansion browser, and maybe make that a plugin. So there's one thing that the MPC lacks. Key groups, it's great that you can make your own key groups. The little expansion section within the browser is awesome because you can, it's a little bit organized. You got artwork and all that, and the previews are good. You can kind of hear what you're gonna load before you load it, but it has its limitations, and its workflow is kind of clunky in that you can't really pick out a sound and play it in the context of your beat, which I like to do. So right over here I got a keyboard. It's a Roland Juno DS, which I think has a great workflow because you have the immediacy of being able to search through categories and find the right sound. So, I can press a button and I got piano sounds. Keyboard sounds. Got some guitars. Brass. Really, the point is that something like this is still preferable to me because I can search through and find the right sound in the context of my beat and move on from there. So you do have some of this, with the plugins. You have the ability, see if I got hype right there. I can scroll through. I can go to program edit and then click on, preset over here, and then find different categories, and within the categories is different presets. So that's great. But for the most part, the MPC has synths, and they're more catered to those who want to use synth type of sounds, and I'm more of an acoustic type of sample person. Although Hype does kind of have, I believe it does have waveforms in there and some more acoustic sounding stuff. But I've got a ton of expansions, and it's just really clunky, inefficient to have to load up a sample, load up a whole key group, play it in the context of your beat, not feel it, delete it, purge it, get rid of the samples, load another one. So that workflow is really slow. So if we had an expansion browser within that you can open in the plugin, so we can keep the key group right here for creating our own key groups, right? And creating the parameters of it, whatever it is, throwing in samples and, keynote ranges and all that. But if we had a browser in here, it has some key things like, category buttons. In order for this to work, we're gonna need some sort of disk streaming, and we've already seen it with the Force. I haven't paid attention to too much of that, so I don't know the details. And then we've got hints of it with even just the plugins that we have in here, because when you install 2.10, you had to install synth plugin content and put it on an SD drive, and that way your MPC would recognize those plugins. So an expansion browser, I think, would be a dope thing just to make the workflow a whole lot better, because I'm over here using this because it's just so more efficient to have something that already has built-in sounds and the immediacy of being able to play your instruments in the context of the beat that you're making. So that's it. As far as the key groups, I think as far as building key groups, Also, as well, I think it would be great if the MPC could take incoming MIDI notes when you're creating a key group and you're in here inside of the keyboard where you're selecting your note ranges, and be able to just hold a note and then hold the range for that key group, and then it would select it and immediately create that for that specific key group sample, and then be able to do that for each one of them. So you had multiples in there. That would make that a whole lot more efficient. That's just one idea I had, but yeah, mainly the expansion browser would make this workflow a whole lot better. So improving on what makes MPC great: the sequencer, the workflow, the sampling capabilities. That's it. So that's all I wanted to say. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. All right, till next time. Be bold, brothers. God bless.